Good afternoon all. In previous lecture, we had discussed with the brief information of the heart. Last we had discussed that pericardium. There are two pericardium, visceral pericardium and parietal pericardium. Same like the pleura name. So surrounding to the heart, the layer is known as pericardium, and between the two layers, the space is there known as pericardial space, and it is filled with the fluid known as pericardial fluid. Fine, and it is act as a shock absorber and lubricating fluid. Now, first of all, I will discuss with external structure. Then I will draw the diagram of the internal structure of the heart, and then we will explain. Fine. So, please make a concentrate here. See, externally the heart consists 4 chambers, internally also 4 chambers. So we have 4 chambered heart. Uppermost side the chambers are known as auricles or atrium, and lower side the chamber is known as ventricle. Later on I will tell you that difference between auricle and ventricle. Fine. So here externally the heart, it is divided into 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are known as auricle or atria, or known as atrium, and lower 2 chambers known as ventricles. Okay, what is the difference between auricle and ventricle? Few points are there. Auricles are thin wall. The wall of the auricle is thin and the wall of the ventricle is thick due to muscles. Auricles are small, ventricles are large. auricles are small, thin walled chamber, ventricles are large, thick walled chambers. But along with that, in all the chambers of the heart, the amount of the blood is filled inside it, it is same. So same amount of blood it is filled. Now our heart is present just between the two lungs. Heart is present between the two lungs. So here it is present behind the sternum. So sternum is the chest bone or breastbone. Behind that sternum the heart is present. Here it is present in the mediastinum. Heart is mesodermal in origin. It is present in mediastinum. The centermost part in the thorax region is known as mediastinum, but slightly deviated towards left side. In rare case, in some person, you observe the heart on the right side, deviated on the right side, but in very few cases only. Generally, heart is present or little bit deviated towards the left side, and that's why the heartbeat is felt on the left side of the chest region. Fine. So heart is mesodermal in origin. This is important point. Now let us discuss externally heart consists which parts. Here only one point is that I am now talking about bypass surgery. Okay, wait for a few minutes. Externally, you know that upper two chambers are known as auricles. So two auricles are separated by interauricular groove. Okay, interauricular groove. And same way, between two ventricles interventricular groove is present. So externally between the two auricles, interauricular groove is there, and between the two ventricles, interventricular groove is there. So now you know that between two auricles and two ventricles. Between the two auricles and two ventricles on the mid side of the heart, that groove is present known as AV groove. AV groove means atrioventricular groove. AV groove is also known as coronary groove. Fine. Now here, this coronary groove consists coronary artery. Coronary groove consists coronary artery. Coronary artery supplies blood to the heart muscles, or we say that cardiac muscles. The scientific word related to heart, that is known as cardiac. So here you know that ventricles consist muscles, the thick wall is there, and yes, in auricles muscles are not there, but thin layer made up of tissue, thin layers made up of tissue, and that's why yesterday I had told to you that the heart is myogenic. Our heart is myogenic, not a neurogenic. So here the heart muscles as well as the tissue. Yes, you know that our heart pumps the blood throughout our body, but for normal pumping it requires blood. Our heart is constantly, regularly, rhythmically, systematically beating. So for that it requires continuous blood supply. As a result, it performs its function very well. So the pure blood is supplied by the coronary artery, and this coronary artery is the branch of the aorta, the first branch of the aorta. And aorta, you know that aorta, it is originated from the left ventricle of our heart. Our aorta is shifted on the left side of the body. Dear all students, please remember this. Aorta is shifted on the left side in mammals, but right side in birds, in aves. Please note down this. Aorta is originated from left ventricle of heart. Okay. Aorta is shifted on left side in mammals, whereas it is shifted on right side in ewes, or you say that birds. This is the extra point. Fine. Here in this region the coronary artery is there, and due to that coronary artery, the name is given here coronary groove. Okay. If any type of blockage is there in the coronary artery. So before understanding this, I want to tell you that coronary artery, short form I written as a CA here. So generally in the AV groove or coronary groove, the coronary artery is there, and then it is converted into two parts. Right coronary artery and left coronary artery. So between the two ventricles the interventricular groove is there. Okay, so right coronary artery and left coronary artery travel through IV groove. Okay, right coronary artery and left coronary artery travel through IV groove, interventricular groove, and supply blood to ventricle. Both. Fine. So here what happened? Any type of blockage occur here in the coronary artery. As a result, this main coronary artery, common coronary artery, is blocked. As a result, the blood is not supplied to the RCA and LCA. Sometimes what happens? If there is a blockage in the right coronary artery itself or left coronary artery itself. Now you think about that, why this blockage occurs. This blockage is occurred due to the more accumulation of the cholesterol molecules, that is of lipid one. So blockage occur here, yes, chance of heart attack. Okay, chance of heart attack. Or you say that myocardial infarction, improper oxygenated blood supply to the heart muscles lead to spasm in the muscles, cause the heart attack. So now the blockage in the coronary artery can be diagnosed by angiography. So according to this, tell you the one word, angiology. The study of artery. The study of artery is known as angiology. So one chemical it is introduced into the artery. How the angiography can be done? Angiography actually it is a half an hour procedure. So here one artery is there. So at the back side of the wrist region, you feel the pulse is right there. Okay. So that is known as radial artery. Here at the base of the thumb, here radial artery is there, and you put the three fingers over here, then you feel the pulses known as radial pulse. The balloon, it is introduced through this radial artery. Sometimes the radial artery cannot be obtained in proper way, so select the thigh region. So you know that the bone is known as femur, present in the thigh. So here artery is there known as femoral artery. So balloon is entered, fibrous balloon is there, fibers. Okay, very thin string like fiber like structure, and on the tip of that balloon is there. So it is introduced through the radial artery. So radial artery, then to the subclavian artery, and then to the aorta to the coronary artery, like that. The balloon is gradually introduced and reach to the coronary artery. Sometimes if the radial artery is not easily obtained, a very fatty body is there, so it is very difficult to identify the radial artery. So introduce the balloon through the femoral artery, then dorsal aorta, then to the aorta to the coronary artery. Then inject this chemical and take the X-ray. Generally when you take the X-ray of the artery, nothing can be seen in the X-ray film. But due to injection of this specialized chemicals, the graphical representation, the X-ray of the artery, that is known as angiography. So heart attack related problem, heart attack related or myocardial infarction or ischemic heart disease. At the end of this chapter I will tell you all these things, but any problem related to heart can be diagnosed by primarily by ECG, primarily by echocardiography, and confirmatory by angiography. So coronary artery blockage can be diagnosed by the angiography, and here treated with, if blockage is there, then treated with two ways. if small blockage is there, so we treat this small blockage by angioplasty. So this angioplasty in that balloon therapy is there. So sometime if you heard that someone has put the balloon inside the artery, and sometimes stent, but mostly in public there is a stand is pronounced, but it is actually stent therapy, stent. So the blockage in the coronary artery can be treated by balloon therapy or stent therapy. But if much more large block is there, so it is treated by bypass surgery. So in bypass surgery, what they can do? See here, small diagram I can draw now. Suppose this is the artery, and in the artery blockage is there, right? So here from leg region here the artery can be taken, the small specimen of the artery can be taken. Okay, why it is taken from the same body? So organ rejection is neglected. So now what they do, cut this block, cut the fragment, cut the block along with the artery fragment, and then tie up from the both the sides. Fine. Take the small part, small segment of the artery present in the leg region. Dear all students, please now understand it properly. If diameter of the artery, see, we have to maintain the diameter of the artery is much more important here. We have to select the artery in a such a way that diameter of that specimen, small fragment of the artery is similar to this coronary artery. Think about it. If diameter is less, then less amount of the blood is flow, but with the high pressure. If large diameter is there, much more amount of blood is passed, but with low pressure. So we have to maintain here tension in the artery, the pressure, arterial pressure in the artery. So surgeons select the small fragment of the artery from this leg region, okay, and now here cut from this one side and tie that artery segment there. So instead of in this direction, now the blood is passed in this direction. So this is known as CABG, coronary artery bypass grafting. So here this is the importance of external structure of the heart. I hope you understand this. Now externally we have shown each and every part of the heart. Now internally we will see the part. Okay. Now here draw the one diagram there. Externally we are seeing that all the grooves, fine, but internally, now please here concentrate, here 4 chambers of heart. This is RA, LA, RV, LV. upper chambers known as auricle, lower chambers known as ventricle. This is known as right auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle. So between right auricle and left auricle, interauricular septum is present. See, externally we had used the word groove. Now internally we are using the word septum. Fine. And between this is IA septum and between the two ventricles IB septum. You know that right side of the heart possess deoxygenated blood. Left side of the heart consists oxygenated blood. So both the blood cannot mix at anyhow. That's why here to prevent the mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, here septums are there. So now between two auricles and two ventricles, okay, atrioventricular septum is there. That is known as AV septum. So AV septum consists valve. On the AV septum, valves are there, and these valves are one-way valves. So, right side valve present between the right auricle and right ventricle. This is made up of three cusps. Okay, three cusp मतलब ત્રણ પડદાઓ. Fine. So here between the right auricle and right ventricle the valve is made up of three cusps. So this is known as tricuspid valve. Fine. So this tricuspid valve prevent the backward flow. This tricuspid valve prevent the backward flow from the ventricle to the auricle. Generally, blood is flow from auricle to ventricle and ventricle to artery. Fine. So these valves prevent the backward flow from the ventricles to the auricle. So right side the valve is made up of three cusps and left side the valve is made up of two cusps. Fine. So this is known as bicuspid valve or mitral valve. So these valves okay. So these valves prevent the backward flow from the ventricles to auricle and these valves are one-way valves. Sometimes here problem is created. Valvular problems are also there. Sometimes valve is not properly functioning. Fine. As a result, the amount of blood and the blood pressure altered. So related to that problems are created. So this is the internal structure of the heart. So here I can stop now. Thank you very much to all.